Hey, are you guys into smart homes? Check this out. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights. Pretty cool, huh? Alexa, turn on kitchen lights. If you're like me, you're into smart homes, smart hubs, all that stuff. And what I've done is I've wired up my different lights and light fixtures throughout the house to be activated by Alexa, but I use the Wink hub. Wink is from Home Depot. I don't know if it's affiliated with Home Depot or if it's just carried by them. I like Wink a lot. They have great support and they have good products and a pretty wide range of products that they support. One thing that you will learn when you do lighting is that the bulbs method is not a great way to go. When you're doing smart home configuration, the hue bulbs and all those different bulbs are cool as a one-off deal. But if you wanted to do like my kitchen, if you look at all these recessed cans, you're going to be in trouble trying to turn and group all these lights off and make it work properly. So what you want to do is you want to handle your smart home through the switches. The switches can then control like 5 or 6 lights at a time. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights. Alexa, turn on kitchen island. Alexa, turn on kitchen lights. This will turn all of them on. Anyway, you have to remember what you call things. Another challenge when you're doing a smart home is a 3-way switch. That always throws a kink into everything. And if you walk over to this location here on the wall, I have a dimmer switch, which I can push the dimmer and it dims the light slowly. And you can push it back up. If I just put that one switch in and it acted alone, I would have lost the functionality of this other side, the 3-way. That's what a 3-way is. It's like when you switch a room from one side and the other. So you can walk in on one side and you can turn the lights on like this. And then as you leave the other side of the room or go to a different location, you can just hit the other one. Then the lights go off. Okay, so the reason I'm talking about 3-way switches is because this new product that I have makes it a little bit easier. This particular setup right here, this brand requires the control unit here and the wires that connect over to that box. That is just basically a relay switch. So that's basically a powered relay switch, and that does nothing more than just tells that other box over there to come on and off. So in walks Inovelli. So after all this talk about lighting and 3-way switches, 4-way switches and things like that, I discovered a product made by Inovelli. Inovelli is a light switch. I don't really know what the whole company does, but it has a Z-Wave light switch. And there's different protocols of communication that these different hubs use. Z-Wave, I forget them all. But anyway, Z-Wave is one of the most popular, one of the most easy to use. And Inovelli had a Z-Wave switch, and I was just going to get some switches for the basement. But the cool thing about the Inovelli is it can be a singular switch, a 3-way switch, or a 4-way switch. It doesn't need anything special on the other side. You can keep your same switch that's in the box there, wire it a special way, and then wire it up to this gadget here, and you're ready to go. So I've wired up my whole entire basement, and let's take a walk down there, and I'll show you how that works. One of the most frustrating things is when I go to bed at night, and I can't turn off the lights in the basement. Or remotely, so I have to get up and walk down and do it myself. So it's really a pain in the butt. So now I can go downstairs and I can cut on my basement lights. All right, so now that I'm in the basement, if you look here, here's my screen. One flip of a finger. Every basement light now goes on and off. I hit it again, and now they all come on. And the cool thing is, I have them all wired up. Did you not know that? Oh. The cool thing is, if you look over here, these are the switches. So when you turn them off, it turns blue and it lights up. The really neat thing about this switch is on the other end, I have the original switches that I had in my basement. I just wired them a different way to make it work. Now I actually didn't do it. My electrician came in and did it for me. Just going to be honest and not try to be too cool there. But the one thing I wanted to tell you is how to set this up. Because there's a manual, a brochure, that I tried to read through and it was kind of just stupid. So I just said, all right, I can't figure it out. So what you have to do, let me just show you real quick. Okay, so what you do is you go home and you hit hubs. Then you check the hub that you're interested in using. And then you hit the Heatherford hub, that's the one that mine's connected to. And then you come over here and you go down and you go to Z-Wave. and then you go inclusion mode. And if you look over here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but my wink hub is blinking blue. Now at this point, I can do the protocol that's needed for that switch to connect it. So to connect this switch, and it's not going to work this time because I already have them all set up, but when you hit inclusion mode and you've got that thing going, you basically turn this switch on, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over there, you can see that it turned green. Actually, it did reconfigure. And when that turns green, that means that it connected. So here's the routine that you go through. Let's do it again, just so everybody gets it, because it confused the crap out of me and it was really stupid. So on your phone, you go to hub, you go to the gear on the top, you go to the hub that you care about using, you go down on that hub and you hit Z-Wave, you go into inclusion mode. Once you hit inclusion mode, it'll blink blue on your hub. Once it's blinking blue on your hub, you hit this button on top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You wait for your hub to blink green, then this switch will blink twice. That will be activated and it will then be connected. So what you do once you get all your lights connected, you can see here that I have basement, exercise room, all these different areas designated. You create a group and you call that group basement lights. So then you hit the basement lights button. It's getting real dark here, guys, sorry. All the lights go out. And then when you hit the basement lights again, they all come back on. And you can see that I have full control of my basement lights now, and I can do them individually or as a group. But more importantly, the Inovelli is a switch that I think you should use. You're going to have the instructions, which I threw away. 2 switch plates, a white and a tan. This cool Inovelli box. And your wink rep won't know anything about it. And that's why I'm doing this video, to help you. When you call the wink rep, they're like, it's not a supported device, we don't know much. They do try, but they don't know the instructions. All you have to do, pick the hub, go to Z-Wave, go to inclusion mode, wait for the blinking on your hub, hit the on switch on the Inovelli 6 times, wait for your hub to blink green, then your little switch will blink twice, everything's cool, then you go in and name it, do whatever you want to do with it at that point. Hope that helps you guys. It helped me a lot, the Inovelli setup process.